So I made some 3D prints of Moen cartridge removal tools for your shower and faucet to help you out. So let's go check it out. Hi, I'm Derek and welcome to Hindsight 101, where you learn about things that will help you in everyday life. Now, as I said, I made a couple 3D prints. Now, if you're not familiar with this channel, if you look at a lot of my videos, I've done a lot of reviews on Moen cartridge removal tools, and some have been very expensive, some have been cheap, some have been really good quality, some of them have been not so great. But the biggest question I've always gotten is access. It was just, my shower is blowing up now, I have water going everywhere. Where can I get this tool? Or people decide to do things at like midnight when all the stores are closed and they can't get it. Or the tool I really want, I need to get shipped. It won't be here for 3 days. So I'm without a bathroom or shower or whatever for 3 days. So I thought, if you have a 3D printer, why not print it yourself? Yes, you got to wait an hour or 2 or 4 hours, depending on what you're doing, to get it to print, but you can do it whenever you want. So if it's 2 a.m. and you need to get it done, print it and you can have it done instead of having to wait until the store opens or having it shipped. So, plus it's a lot cheaper too to print it yourself per gram of filament and blah, blah, blah. So let's put things back in our hands, your hands, and be more self-sufficient. So let's cut to the chase. I made the 3D file for free. If you check the links below, they'll be available for you to download and print yourself. But if you can't print it because you don't have a 3D printer, for a small fee, I will print it and ship it to you. How nice of me, isn't it though? But the main reason why I wanted to do it is a lot of people have given me great joy from this channel and feedback and help and encouragement, and I want to give back. So there you go. So let's talk about the first tool, and that's the Moen Shower Cartridge Removal for the 1222. I was inspired by this because I've done the most with this, and then I've tested out a lot of cartridge removal tools for the shower cartridge, and there were some good things I liked and some bad things, so I wanted to kind of put all that together to make the ultimate tool, I guess you could say. Now, granted, you are limited because it's 3D printing, so I can't do everything I wanted to do, but again, I just wanted to make it easy and accessible. So for one thing, I wanted to make sure you could see what you're doing. So I had to have enough windows in it that, from whatever angle you could see and line everything up correctly. And then so you know what you're doing and you know you're doing it right. Another thing I wanted to do was make sure that when you line up the front of the tool against the valve body, that it was easy. So with some of the other ones, you kind of have to be pretty precise. It wasn't hard, it was more just an annoyance. And with this one, you have a lot more leeway as long as when you line it up, it's not so you have to be like exactly on it and stuff like that. So that was another thing. Also, I wanted to make it so you didn't need any special tools. So with this, you could just use an adjustable wrench, pass-through ratchet, which I guess you could say is kind of a specialty tool. But then also, if you just want to buy a wing nut, you could just get a wing nut and use it by hand. Now, if you have a stuck cartridge, using a wing nut by hand probably would be the best idea, but you could still just take the pair of pliers or the adjustable wrench and turn the wing nut that way. So you have a lot of different options, but these are basic tools that every homeowner should have, or at least one of them. And then, so you should have everything that you need. Now, you will have to buy some additional items like a washer and a rod for it, a threaded rod, and then a flange wing nut, or just a nut in general. And then I have all that in the description. So those would be very easy to get, very cheap. You can get most of the stuff at your local hardware store, but you will need to get a few accessories along with the 3D printed tool. So now let's talk about the Moen Faucet Removal Tool. It's actually the Moen Faucet Cartridge Nut Removal Tool, but it's more of a ring, so it's more of the ring removal tool. So nut, ring, whatever you want to call it. It removes the thing that holds the cartridge in place, and you have to take that out. You kind of have to spin it out in order to take it out. I don't have much experience with this one, but there were some tweaks that I wanted to do to it because this tool is very simple. It's just a piece of metal, and then some of them it's a piece of metal with a hole and a rod, so you can make a T-handle, so because you got to twist it out. The one that's just a rod, you're just supposed to use like a pair of pliers or whatever and just twist this thing out. And some of the improvements that I wanted to make with that was, one, I have a character flaw, and that flaw is I like to lose things, especially if they're not together. So especially with these two loose pieces that just kind of float around, I would lose one of them, or they just wouldn't be together. Now, granted, yes, you could put them in a little baggie or something, but whatever. So with this design, I wanted to make sure I could clip the rod to the tool so it would always be together. So it has a little holder that it clips into. Also, another design was at the top of the tool, I put a nut there. And the reason why I did that is, one, how you're supposed to use the tool is, like I said, the T-handle, or use a pair of pliers and, grip the middle and then start twisting it. With a piece of metal, you can do that because if you squeeze too hard, it will just bend and dent. But with basically plastic, if you squeeze too hard, you could crack it and break it. Now, if you use the right type of filament, PETG or PETG, whatever you want to call it, that's the lowest you can use. You can use stronger stuff. But anyways, you take a pair of pliers, and you grab it around the base, and you start twisting it. But there's nothing really to grab onto. This is a round, smooth cylinder. So I wanted something a little sturdier. So at the top, I put a nut. And with that nut, you could use an adjustable wrench, pair of pliers, whatever, twist it. But you could also use a ratchet. And you could just ratchet it out as well. So again, these are tools that you should have in your home, common tools that you can use and to make it easier to get out than the way they had it. So the tool that they have works. I just thought I could make it better. That's all. So let's talk about the 3D printing experience. And boy, was it amazingly frustrating. That's kind of how I would describe it. Don't get me wrong. I loved every minute of it, and I'm glad with the end result of the products that I made, but I learned a lot of things. So kind of let me tell you about it. At this stage in my life, I have a family, this YouTube channel, a full-time job. I did not have time to learn AutoCAD or some equivalent software. So I guess you could say I cheated and I used AI, but it was very helpful and it got me to where I needed to be. I also learned a lot about prompts and what to say and what not to say to get things right. There was a lot of back and forth between me and my little AI friend, but it worked out pretty well in the end. But just the process of creating something, if you've never done that, it is very exciting and frustrating. It was just the process of, thinking of an idea and then printing it and then testing it and finding out an idea doesn't always work in practice. And you have to tweak it. And I went through a lot of test models before I got to that point. One advice that I would give that I got from another YouTuber is don't go full blown with your test prints. Make it as cheap and easy as possible just to get the ideas down. And once you think you have it solidified, then use the good stuff, because you're going to waste a lot of material to getting to where you want to go. So just keep that in mind. But if you don't have a 3D printer and been on the fence about it, I would highly suggest getting one. They're not that expensive anymore, and you don't have to get the latest and greatest just because it's out there. A simple, I think you can get it for under $300. That's where I've gotten actually both of mine. You can get it used if you want. They are great just to be able to make something yourself and not have to buy it or have someone else make it or whatever. You can just print it. And you'd be surprised at some of the stuff that people print. I was looking today online and people printed a belt. I'm just like, really? But it was ingenious. So there's tons of stuff out there that you can print. And if you think like, I don't know if that could be printed. Yes, it can. So as I said before, this is a community effort and I want your input. I want to know what I did good. I want to know what I did bad. If you don't like it and it sucks, tell me it sucks. But if you tell me it sucks, please at least tell me why it sucks so I can try to improve it. If you have some idea that you think will work better, let me know about that. Or somehow you have some special case and you need it tweaked a little bit, let me know that as well. I will try my best to meet whatever you need. Again, I just want to, give back and, make this our project. So let's go do it. Leave it in the comments below. Hope this helps. Take care. And please check out some of my other videos.